Do you want to stretch your piriformis, the muscle in your buttocks that causes so much suffering? I'm going to show you a program of 3 exercises, and the last one is a very special piriformis stretching exercise we're slowly building up. The piriformis syndrome is something a lot of people suffer from. It pulls your leg down, it presses on your sciatic nerve, your butt hurts, and the pain radiates all the way into your legs. All these troubles will be dealt with in this exercise. All these problems are true, though I have to tell you the piriformis is only one of the culprits. Others are involved in this too, for example, the muscles in your buttocks. So why is your butt so tense? Because we sit so much, we're pulled forward, and our poor muscles in and around our butts have to hold against this. And by doing so, they press on the nerve, causing the piriformis syndrome, and that makes the piriformis the talk of the town. Do you have problems with your piriformis, or believe to have had problems with it? If yes, then please leave us a comment, describe your problem, and what you're doing about it. Just let us know. We'll see you in a minute for the 3 exercises that will end with going for the piriformis gap directly. To prepare for the 3 exercises Paulina is about to show you, we're going to loosen up our buttocks, relieve it of any tension. And for this, we're going to use our Medi massage ball. Paulina, please sit on it. This should be your default TV watching position, with the massage ball under your butt, because your butt is always so tensed up. So what next? Paulina is looking for knots in her buttocks that are extremely tensed up and pain sensitive. And then she's moving on the ball in circles and with enough force, but you always stay under 10 on your personal pain scale. And she's working on this entire area, a bit higher up, on the outside. This is where you find the tension. Please do the same at home so everything gets loose down there. In case you don't have our massage ball yet, take something similar, bigger than a tennis ball and relatively hard. Maybe the corner of your couch. Round it off a bit where you lean against it carefully and hunt for the pain-sensitive spots there. Go over the entire area to loosen everything up. You can go over it more thoroughly later on. Repeat it daily, just like our exercises here. If you have this kind of problem, you should repeat this exercise daily. So please get off the ball and hand it to me. And now, we're going to start with an exercise on a chair. This is the first exercise with Paulina on a chair, and she's ready to go, as you could see. Please sit straight. Arch your back and scooch towards the edge a bit so your legs have some room. This is about the left side. We want to stretch the left piriformis, so we prepare the left buttock. Cross your left leg over your right leg, hold it with your right and your left hand. Maybe grab your knee to have better control. Now, arch your back and bend over. Maybe you know this exercise already. This is how we start. Bend over with your back arched. And now, look for the most intense stretch in your left buttock. Move your body to the right and look for the stretch. Maybe go left even and look there. Normally, it tends to be to the right, but you never know. More to the right is better, I see. You, at home, do the same. Take the leg of the side that is affected, cross your leg over the other one, and then with your torso you go left or right and look for the position where you can reach the spot that hurts, where you have problems, where you can find the piriformis, which, of course, is attached to other muscles. This is one system and cannot be considered separately. You're on the spot? Okay. Then stay on it like this with an arched back. Very important, extremely important. Keep your back arched and bend over only as far as you can maintain your arched back. Because then you'll have a change in your movement that affects only your hip and not your back, making the stretch much more pronounced than with a round back. It is so important, so check your arched back. More. Go for it. Very extreme. And with your back arched, bend forward. Lean more into it. Give your structure down there time to yield. It takes time. You can feel a distinct effect after 30 seconds because then your fascia start moving. This is why stretches shorter than half a minute are basically a waste of time. They may cancel out a couple of residual contractions, but we're dealing here mainly with your fascia. Breathe in deeply, lean into it on your exhale, and always make sure your back is arched. I know I'm annoying you at home, and Paulina here too, but you have to keep your back arched, otherwise you'll compromise this exercise, diminishing its effect. Lean into it more. Great. And if you notice that a different angle increases the stretch, then go for it. Yeah? Reposition yourself so that you are smack on that very spot and pull it apart. It's about pulling it apart. Now you hold on tight, and then, feeling the stretch in this spot, you pull back and upward. Activate your muscles exactly in the spot where you feel the stretch, and pull. Pull more. Your face tells me you're working hard. Pull more, more, more. Like when you're working out. Let go. Keep your back arched and lean more into the stretch. You're quite advanced, right? More. You could also pull up your knee a bit. Oh, that hurts a bit. Okay. You at home, do the same. You can lean more into the stretch and breathe in deeply. Breathe out deeply. And on your exhale, get everything ready for yielding in the spot where it hurts. Everything has to be loosened up and pulled apart. Be brave and pull up your left knee. A bit more. You can also give me just your arm. Grab your knee like this. You feel it? Feels good, right? It gives you better leverage. Great. More. Lean into it. Breathe in deeply and breathe out deeply. Try to pull everything down there apart. Make it longer, more flexible. Breathing in deeply and particularly out is very relaxing and can be used to increase the stretch even more. We're slowly coming to the end of our first exercise. Leave the position slowly, slowly. Great. We'll see you in a minute without a chair. Let's move to the second exercise. Paulina, please, move up a bit. Paulina is going to show the exercise with her left leg. If, in your case, it's the right one, just switch sides. Slide your left leg under your right knee at 90 degrees and extend your right leg towards the back. A familiar position for us here. Now, lift yourself up, but in a way that positions your hips horizontally. Let me help you here. And you could feel a stretch. You can leave your left leg in mid-air, but now we could use gravity. Yes. Stay like this, and now lower into this stretch. But don't turn your hips back. Your hips stay and only gravity works. You're still with us at home? Assume the position and let gravity do its work. If this is too complicated or physically difficult, then stay seated and do it sitting down. Let your hips hang there. Lower more into the stretch. If you're sitting, try to move the other side forward so that you feel the stretch in your buttocks. But be careful. You're about to tilt over, stay like this. and bring your knee up a bit. It's easier that way. If you're about to tilt sideways at home, lift your leg and that will get you on the horizontal again. Take a nice breath and lower yourself into the stretch, not only with your left hip, but horizontally. Perfect. This is a good stretch for the right hip flexor. It's a wonderful all-purpose exercise and for the piriformis. Do some nice breathing. Inhale and exhale deeply. And lower yourself again. Stay like this. Great. I know it's not easy. So stay like this. And now push your left foot with as much force as you can into the floor. Your left foot as hard as you can, but don't come up here. As hard as you can. Push harder. Push harder. Harder still. And relax. Not only the left, but both sides. Keep your knee up. If you can't hold this position at home, stay down and do this exercise sitting down. This is the heavy-duty version that loosens the buttocks up even more. But if you can't do it, well, you have to work on it. And then 3 deep breaths, please. Lower more into the stretch. Keep your knee up so you won't tilt over. Nice. Hold your position. She's reaching her limits, but that's not bad. It's an exercise that gets you into shape for this. Okay. Slowly leave the position. Okay. So please get down on all fours. Now we're going to work directly on the piriformis. Everything is prepped. The entire area is loosened up, which makes it much easier for us to have a go at it, because if you do this right at the beginning, the effect is not nearly as great. Watch now. The side with the troublesome knee stays on the floor, and the other one is lifted. Stick out your right leg, and now move forward just a bit. Stop. Just about this angle. And now shift your hips to the left. That's the area, Paulina, where you get a hold of the piriformis. Reach it with your stretch. Find the position where the stretch feels most pronounced. If you found it, stay there. And now it takes time. It really takes time, because now, with the upper thigh pushed upwards, a stretch sets in over this area here, and everything has to give, has to yield. Now try the following. Flex the muscles in your buttocks as if you wanted to lift yourself above your left leg. And relax. You do that with your left buttock, not your right. You want to lift up your buttock only a bit from within, and then lower it again. It's only a very fine sensation. You have to practice that at home before you can do it correctly. But when you can, you are right at the muscle you want to be. Exactly on the spot where you find this gap, where the sciatic nerve is being pressed on and gives you excruciating pain. Can you feel it? Simply wait. It can take 2, 3, maybe even 4 minutes before everything has yielded enough so that you could feel it directly. And when you feel it, when you say, oh, that's exactly the spot that's pestering me, then you flex your buttocks a bit from within and lift them a little and then lower them again. You could barely see it from the outside. It is not changing the angle of your hips. It comes from within and is only a slight lift and fall, lift and fall. It's more of a feeling than an external movement. And always look for the strongest stretch. Can you feel it now? That's good. Not a 10 on your personal pain scale, but slightly below so you could just bear it, but can still breathe freely. Of course, your arms are working, so is your other leg. They're getting tired. But it's a great chance to access this point directly. Take another 3 deep breaths, and with each breath, you relax a bit more inside. Allow it to lengthen. Relax inside on your exhale. Breathe in and breathe out again. Breathe in, breathe out. Very well done. Slowly normalize everything. Okay, sit on your heels again. Well done. It's hard work, but it's worth it because it allows you to work directly on this spot. I have a big ask. So many people have problems with this piriformis gap, with sciatica, this excruciating pain. Share this video via WhatsApp. Leave a comment. Help to spread the news around. Too many people are suffering, and this is a great way for them to help themselves. Thanks for your help.